Well, we are into the third unit today. What did I tell you at the end of the second unit? I had said that the fish bone was rubbed, polished, and it was looking very beautiful. It shone like mother of pearl. And Alicia preserved it with her. She kept it with her. And then in the third unit, what happens? Let's see. Days went by. Days passed. And then one morning, the king came into Alicia's room. It was a long time and days had passed, and then we see the king coming into Alicia's room. He was sighing heavily. He was sighing. You know, sighing? S-I-G-H-I-N-G. Sighing. Sighing, as I had said, you know, when you give and take deep breaths, that is sighing. So he was sighing heavily, very heavily. Maybe he was not feeling well. Maybe he was very sad. We sigh because of that, isn't it? Sometimes what happens when we are very sad? That's it. That's what we do. So maybe he was sad. Now let's see. What did he do? He sat down miserably. Miserably means very sadly. He sat down, leaning his head upon his hand. And what did he do? He leaned his head upon his hand and his elbow upon the kitchen table. There was a kitchen table nearby. He leaned his elbow upon the kitchen table. And what did he do? He leaned his head upon his hand. That is what did he do. Alicia asked, Papa, I've never seen you like this. What has happened? Are you okay? Well, I'm extremely poor, my child. The king replied, I'm very poor. Have you no money at all? Yes, don't you have any money? That is what Alicia asked. Are we so poor? Don't we have any money? No, we don't. None, my child. He was feeling very sad to tell this to Alicia. Alicia was just a child, but yes, of course, she could understand the miseries of her father. She loved her father very much, as you all love your father. Well, Papa, tell me, is there no way of getting money? When we ask somebody to give us money? No, I have done that. I have tried very hard and I have tried all ways. আমি সব দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করেছি, সবাইকে বলেছি, কিন্তু কেউ দিতে রাজি নয়, কেউ দেয়নি বা কোনোভাবে আমি জোগাড় করতে পারিনি। I'm very poor, my child, I'm very poor. When she heard those last words, she remembered, yes, my father has tried all means. সব দিক থেকে বাবা চেষ্টা করেছে, সবভাবে বাবা চেষ্টা করেছে। And then what happened? She remembered, now I should take out my magic present from Grandmarina, the great fairy Grandmarina, what she gave me. I should take that out now because the time has come now to make use of that. Because the message was, you can use it when the real time comes to use it. When you really need to use it, you can use it and it will grant you one wish of yours. And see, she remembered that and she took it out. Papa, when we have tried very hard, আমরা যখন অনেক চেষ্টা করেছি and tried all ways, সব দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করেছি, we must have done our very best. বলো বাবা, আমরা কি সব দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করেছি? তুমি সব দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করেছো? হ্যাঁ, yes, no doubt about that, Alicia. Okay, when we have done our very best, Papa, and that is not enough. যখন সত্যি আমরা সব দিক থেকে চেষ্টা করেছি আর চেষ্টা করেও যখন কোনো উপায় হয়নি, then I think the right time must have come for asking help of others. মনে হচ্ছে তো বাবা সেই ম্যাজিক প্রেজেন্টটা? আমার মনে হচ্ছে this is the right time and I should make use of that magic present. Yes, and this was the secret, that if you wish at the right time, your wish will be granted. So she took out from her pocket, there was a pocket, and she took out from her pocket in this way. What did she take out? The magic fish bone, yes, the magic fish bone that was rubbed and dried and polished like mother of pearl. She took it out, and what did she do? She gave it a little kiss. She kissed it and wished. What did she wish? Fish bone, make it my father's salary day. And lo and behold, what happened? As soon as she wished, they heard. What did they hear? Right from the will the smoke go if they have fire inside the house? The smoke needs to escape. And what do? This is a pipe-like thing which is on the terrace of a house, and the smoke, goes out from this chimney. That is said to be a chimney. So what happened? They were inside the house, and this salary came down from here and thud. It landed on the floor, and there was the salary, and there was the money. And the king's salary came rattling down the chimney and bounced into the middle of the floor. Immediately afterwards, what happened? Just as they had received the money, the great fairy Grand Marina, she came riding. After they had got the money, the fairy came riding. And how did she come riding? She came in a carriage. A beautiful carriage. And you must have read Cinderella. Cinderella also went to the ball in a beautiful carriage. You must have read Cinderella. Well, in Cinderella, what do we see? Cinderella went in a beautiful carriage. What is a carriage in Bengali? It means Rath. There may be horses. The horses may pull the carriage. And Cinderella went in that beautiful carriage to the ball of the prince. And here we come to another carriage. This carriage in which Grand Marina came, it was drawn by 4 peacocks, mind you, not horses this time. It was 4 peacocks, and they were dressed in silver and gold. It was a beautiful sight, and from far they could see Grand Marina coming in her carriage, and with the 4 peacocks dressed in silver and gold. Alicia, my dear, said the charming old fairy. Alicia, how do you do? The princess Alicia embraced her. You know what is the meaning of embraced? When you embrace somebody. That is generally what do we do after we meet? After a long time when we meet, isn't it? Okay. The princess Alicia embraced her. Grand Marina turned to the king then. Then Grand Marina faced the king. Then she told the king, now you know the reason why Alicia did not use the magic present before. The king understood. Yes, thank God she had used the magic present before. She had used at the right time. Thank God there's money in the house now. And what did she do? What did he do? He made a small bow to Grand Marina to say how grateful he was to the fairy for her magic present. Well, it only remains, said Grand Marina. Now, the fish bone is of no use. The wish has been granted. Now, what do we do with the fish bone? What did she do? She wanted to make an end of the fish bone. What did she do? She took it from the hand of Alicia. She said, give it to me, come on. And as she threw it, next door there was a dog. There was a pug dog, and he had the tendency to bite. And that is why they say a snapping pug dog. Snapping is when the dog bites, has a tendency to bite. That is said to be a snapping dog. So that bone immediately was eaten up and grabbed and eaten by this pug dog next door. And in this way, this was an end to Grand Marina's magic present. So what is the lesson that you learn from the story? The lesson that we learn from the story is we should be obedient, first of all, and secondly, we should not misuse whatever we have. We should remember to make use of that thing at the right time, at the right place. Then only we will be granted whatever we desire for. I hope you understood the entire story. We have finished with the entire story, children. Please listen to it properly, understand it, and very soon along with this, you will be getting your online study materials, the question answers and the meanings, and it will be easier for you to comprehend. Thank you so much.